Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. So, some of you know I got a wild hair and I made turkey soup last week and decided to try making a video. I was kind of inspired by watching the Food Network, just for grins. And I had a few people, a couple of my friends said, "Oh, you should make another one." And then I had one person say, "Yeah, you gotta have a video of you taking a bite and rolling your eyes in the back of your head," type of thing. Kathy. So, you know, I thought, what the hell, I'll go ahead and give it a shot. So I got some nice little barefoot cab. So yeah, we got some chicken wings here. I got some Sunny Stitt playing on Pandora in the living room. And so the thing is with the wings, I used to buy them, I don't know if you guys have bought them like this before, but you can get them at Walmart or Price Chopper or your local grocery store. They come frozen in like a 4-pound bag. And you can get either all drums or get all wings or get them mixed, and that's how I used to get them. And they're about 10, 11 bucks or whatever. And so I decided one day, I saw that they had them fresh. I'm like, well, let me try the fresh ones. They're so much better, by the way. And they were already pre-cut. They were kind of small. And then a friend of mine said, no, get the ones you cut yourself. And you cut them, it takes a minute, but you cut it yourself, and they're bigger and they're just better, and they're 50 cents or less a pound. So I'm like, all right. So I got some, and last year I had a jam session with a bunch of my friends, and in fact I had a buddy of mine from Michigan come out, Mike Bloater, old shipmate too. We were in the Navy together, hadn't seen him in years. So he come out, and so we got done jamming. We were drinking beers and stuff, IPAs, and so I'm like, all right, I got to make some wings, got to feed the boys. So I started cutting the wings, and I cut them before. I was not too good at it. I was using a regular knife, and Mike says, no, you're doing it wrong. Here, let me show you how to do it. This is a lot easier. And he just whipped them out like so quick. And I was like, oh, that is very cool. So then I bought this cleaver, which makes it even easier. So we're gonna get into that in a second here. I'll show you basically what he showed me is you spread the wing out like this, and you just cut it like that, no sawing away at it with the knife like I did before. Look at that, it's just cut so easy. And yeah, so we're getting that here in about 2 seconds. So yeah, basically you take the wing out. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, you can see that. So basically you just push down on it like that. And you can whack it, or you can just push down on it. I just get a quick whack there. I don't save these, I don't know, I guess some people do. I don't save them. And then you just cut it like that. Boom. And it takes a minute, but not that long. See how easy that is? And you get some pretty good size drums right there. And I've actually had them bigger than that. And they vary. See, like look at the size of that one. Ridiculous. See, that's got a nice lot of meat on that. These are all pretty big compared to the frozen ones. So I'm gonna cut these up, and we'll come back to the fry. All right, I was gonna wait to come back on before, but the very next one I cut, look at the size of this thing. It's huge. Awesome. All right, we're back. So that took all of about not even 5 minutes. Cut all those up, trash those little end pieces there, and here we go. We got 32 wings out of that, and it was like $12.50 or $13 tops. So it's a great value. They're not frozen. Looking forward to cooking them up, and of course, here's where the fun part comes. When it comes to what kind of sauce am I gonna make? You can do teriyaki. You can do sweet red chili. Obviously, garlic parm is one of my favorites, and so that's what we're gonna do next. I just haven't figured out what we're gonna do yet. So, anyways, but yeah, this is can't go wrong with this. So while my oil's heating up, I got my ingredients out. I decided on making a hybrid, because I kind of want the garlic parm, but I also wanted some spicy. So this is basically what I'm going to be using. I did forget there's some habanero sauce that I have. It's pretty hot. It's in the fridge still. I'll bring that out in a little bit. But basically, there you go. I mean, you don't need that many ingredients, but that's the thing about wings. love playing. And you know, like for oregano, for example, you just put a real scant amount. It does make a difference because oregano is like can overpower everything. So you got to be real careful with that. But yeah, so there we go. All right, the oil's up to temp. And by the way, I used to use vegetable oil, but I found that peanut oil is a better choice. It has a higher smoke point, higher temperature, and it just tastes better. It's a little bit more money, but it's worth it because it goes a long way. So we're gonna drop those wings here. I think I got like 13 or 14. Made the baker's dozen, you know, if you will. So we just throw those in here. This is a deep fryer I got a couple years ago. It's the only thing I ever bought online. I was watching stupid QVC or Home Shopping Network, or whatever it is, and they had Emeril Lagasse was on there, and he had like 4 or 5 of these things, and they had a lot of good features about it. It's got a huge, like several big heating elements, which is important because when you drop anything cold, now these are fortunately are room temperature, but you drop anything cold and it's going to drop your oil temperature, and that's going to make things greasy. But this keeps the temperature up. I got it set at 375, so we're going to pop that on there. And this lid too, it's got a built-in filter system, and it's got this thing here, so it doesn't make the whole house smell like oil. So we're going to drop those, set the timer for 14 minutes, and then I can check it. Sometimes it's ready, depends on how many wings you got in there, but 14 minutes is a good average. Might take a minute more, never a minute less, so I'll check it when the time comes. So we're gonna go make the sauce now. All right, I melted the butter. Now if I was just making garlic parm, I'd probably use a whole stick, and I'd be making for 2, tonight I'm making for 1. So that's about half to 3/4 of a stick of butter right there. And then of course, I'm gonna start out as if I'm making garlic parm. So we'll get some of this garlic in there. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, maybe a little more. What the hell? A little more garlic. Bam! As Emerald would say. So we got that in there. And then, so yeah, I like to, oh, one of the things I do like in this is time. We were down at Twin Trees. They make a pretty awesome garlic parm. And so I asked the waitress, I go, can you ask the chef, you know, how he makes these things? And the guy came out, he was a very cool dude. And he said, yeah, he puts basil in there and just a pinch of thyme. And I'm like, okay. So obviously I tried making my own. It came out really good. And then ever since then, I've just been kind of messing with it, and it just keeps getting better. So we're gonna put a little bit, he didn't do this, but I do. I just put a little bit of oregano. It's just a small amount because, again, it's powerful stuff. Just like that much. You wouldn't think it makes a difference, but it does. It adds that one more depth, one more layer of depth of flavor. And then of course parsley. I'll throw some of that in there. And then I've been I got something new I want to try. Well, okay, a little onion powder. That's not new. Put a little onion powder in there. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then this stuff here, I can't wait to try it. It's a garlic powder, but it's jalapeno. McCormick's garlic jalapeno. So I put some of that in there just to give it a little kick, because we're going to add some hot stuff to it anyway. And here's some Tuscan stuff I used in my turkey soup, which is it's got an interesting combination of flavor. So throw that in there. And then of course we're going to make this a little bit spicy as well. So I'm adding a little red pepper, a little cayenne red pepper there. That'll just kick it up a notch. Add some of that. And then we got this Sweet Baby Ray's sweet red chili. It's actually pretty good by itself. If that's all you use for making wings, it's delicious. But you know, again, that's the whole creative part of making wings. So add some of that in there. And of course some Parmesan, which I'll save some of this for, obviously, for putting it on the wings after they're done, but we want to get some of this in there into the mix. There we go. Put some of that in there. And we're going to get the whisk out and whisk her up, and then get some habanero sauce. I'd be back. So I brought out some of the habanero. This is a nice sauce. It's hot. but it has a lot of flavor. So again, you know, you sparingly just put a little bit of that in there. And there's they're both habanero, but they both taste completely different, which is nice about experimenting with different hot sauces, and you figure out what you like. And so we'll add some of that in there. All right. And then something I did this last time I made it, which I never did before, because I keep this, you know, everybody knows this stuff, Frank's Red Hot, which you can use that with butter for just regular wings. But, you know, you add a little bit of that in there too. Not much, just a little bit. And again, let me go get the whisk. All right, just combining it. You might put it in the microwave for like just 5 or 10 seconds because all the sauces were all cold and the butter was warm. I'm gonna taste it though. You gotta taste it. Oh man. Usually at this point I decide what else it might need, but as you can tell, I've been doing this enough to where, hey, I'll add a little of this, add a little. Oh, that jalapeno. You can taste the jalapeno in that sauce, in that powder. All right. All right, the timer just went off, so we're gonna check them out. I like them. I like mine crispy. And let's see. Yeah, they're crispy. That's good. And they're still gonna be nice and soft on the inside. So we'll get those into the sauce, and we'll be ready to eat here in a minute. All right, I put the wings in the bowl here. Put the lid on it, and we'll get them coated up. Looking pretty good. Still gonna stir them up a little bit. Make sure you get all that good garlic and sauce on there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're gonna be good. All right, get them plated up. I'm just gonna add a little bit of Parmesan. And there's plenty of oregano and parsley and all that. I don't need to sprinkle any of that on top. I suppose it looks nice, but there's plenty in there. So just a little bit of Parmesan, and I think we're gonna be good. Let's try this out here in a second. All right, ready to try these bad boys out. Here we go. So we got. Oh man. Oh, that is so good. That first bite, the first taste you get is like you're eating garlic parm with something else happening. And as I'm chewing, the habanero heat starts to come on. It's not so hot that, you know, burns your mouth and you can't taste anything, but it's definitely there, and it's coming on as I'm talking. But you can taste a little bit of all the things that I put in there. If you think about it, you can taste all these different layers of flavor. Nice. This is good. Well, folks, there you go. My hybrid chicken wing. And a little celery, and I think I'm gonna relocate this and go watch a movie. Happy New Year, everybody.